Good morning. My name is Matt Schmidt. I'm on YouTube as My Stem Cell Journey and on Twitter, Stem Cell Journey. And I am asking for help to share my posts to various social network platforms. I wish to engage the public on the stem cell topic. There's a lot of misconceptions about it that I think we should all address because it is happening. It is not inhumane as some believe. I remember as far back as 2000, this story kept circulating that, stem cell therapy should be stopped because we were talking about the unborn, and that's at this time it's just not true. We actually carry stem cells in our own bones. It is our main blueprint, and it has within it instructions to unpack into various scaffoldings to create and repair different parts of our body. That's who we are. Our bodies are actually like a biological machine, very complicated machine. It's a wonder. And as we age, our bodies stop producing as much as we actually need. It's also harder for them to get around due to inflammation and chronic disease and malnutrition. Various factors can harm the body faster than it can be repaired, and so that's the therapy that I'm seeking. I'm trying to jumpstart the healing process in my body, and the topic that I keep running into is that people think that I'm talking about the unborn, and it's just not true. It's donated stem cells. You can get them from your own bones. You can get them floating around in your own body, but it takes time to find them, and they're still working on ways to stimulate them to multiply. And there's a company in Sweden, I'll talk about that later on in another post, that is working on solutions so that you can actually use your own DNA and not have to have someone donate to you. But it's just something that I think we should all discuss as a civilization, because it is the future of medicine. The dependence on special interests in the medical and pharmaceutical companies, it needs to shift. I'm not saying that they cannot profit off of the future of healthcare, but I believe that they should also shift their goals and stop holding everyone hostage medically, and stop misleading people and miscommunicating the cause, because this is our body, this is how it works. We're very wonderfully made. We're like biomechanical machines. We like to talk about nanotechnology, and that's what actually we are. We are actually a nanotechnology walking in the flesh, and we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and we are also an amazing scientific marvel at the same time. We can be both. And I'm just seeking help spreading this topic and encouraging discussion. What is the future of stem cell technology and CRISPR technology, biological technology? What is going on in the future? What is going on in the present? And we should be prepared. We should start discussing it. And I'm also asking that you take a look at my personal need. Basically what happened is I got, first of all, I was born with a congenital heart defect. I was not expected to make it past my 20s. Somehow I did. COVID knocked me down really hard. In order to stabilize me, I had to be given a lot of really harsh chemicals into my body that directly harmed my kidneys. And between that and the fact that my heart was failing at the time, my heart and my kidneys were dancing, and they started stepping on each other's toes, and one slowed down and the other one sped up, and because you need your heart to move blood, right? So if your heart stops to function, your kidney starts to panic, and it starts sending haywire chemical commands to the brain and to the heart directly, and the whole system begins to crash. And that's what happened with me, and now my kidneys are failing. I'm being told that my next step is dialysis. That would be devastating to me, not just because I don't want to spend the rest of my life, I don't want to spend the rest of my life connected to a machine, because I can see very clearly that the future has arrived, and I don't want to leave before that happens. I want to be here to experience the future like everyone else. I've been told since a child that the Star Trek world was upon us, and lo, it is here. And I'm being told I might miss it by the skin of my teeth, and I don't want that to happen. I'm asking you for help, please. So if you can donate even $1, I would vastly appreciate it. Otherwise, if you can just share my story on different social networks, or just simply discuss it with me, your suggestions on how to fundraise, any ideas you may have. I'm not going to discuss, because I am an ultra-Orthodox person, and I already have internally sifted the topic, and for 20 years, actually 25 years, as I mentioned, since 2000, I believe the discussion was already on the table. And I never thought that it would take this long for this technology to be made available. They're working on ways of getting it from your own skin, returning your skin cells, for example, or your fat cells, returning them to that basic blueprint. But that technology is still at least 5 years away, I'm told, and I really don't have time. And I'm asking you to help me fight for my life. And so discuss with me, share my posts if you could. If you can donate, I do appreciate it. Please subscribe to my various channels. I thank you for your time and do appreciate your support.